WWE Crown Jewel has officially wrapped up. Overall, I would say it was a good show. This is my entire review of the entire show. I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. The first match we start off with is OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline. This match over here, I would say, it was it was a match. It was okay. It had some moments where it picked up, but overall, it was just a match. It was all right. The main point they really wanted to sell was towards the end, what happened after the match. We had some moments. It was one moment where Roman wanted to get tagged in, but Jey Uso decided not to show that Roman's not in charge. But towards the end of the match, Solo actually pinned Roman cleanly. That's the thing that shocked me. That Solo was able to beat Roman cleanly. And he hit him with like 3 Samoan spikes as well. So I'm assuming he's going to be written off TV for a couple of weeks. But the fact that that new bloodline won cleanly, that was very surprising. I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be some type of interference, something that was going to cost them the match, but they actually beat Roman and the OG bloodline cleanly, which is very surprising. I was very shocked by that. But then after the match, Roman tries to attack Solo. Then the OG bloodline tries to attack the new bloodline, but they end up getting overpowered because the numbers game. Then it gets to a moment where Sami Zayn comes out, he ends up coming out, and Solo's trying to comfort, tries to, try to act like they're cool, act like they're on good terms and all that. Solo then tries to go for the hug. Sammy pretends like he was gonna hug Solo, but then he ends up attacking Solo, and then he ends up getting jumped by the new bloodline, if I'm not mistaken. OG bloodline comes out, they end up recovering, they end up helping Sami Zayn. Then it gets to one where all the new bloodline members are all taken out. Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and Jacob, they're all taken out, and it's just Solo in the ring, and he's surrounded by the OG bloodline. Gets to a point where Sammy goes for a haluva kick, but Roman goes for a Superman punch. Solo ends up moving out the way, and then Sammy ends up hitting the haluva kick on Roman Reigns while he was in the air going for the Superman punch, and then that caused a little, some tension between Jimmy, Sammy, and Jay. Jay trying to be the peacemaker, but Sammy and Jimmy going back and forth. This is good. This is really good. Sammy, well, I don't think he did it for Roman. He did it for Jay. That's why he came out. He came out, saved Jay. That's going to be his argument on Monday Night Raw. And then that's going to cause tension to build up to eventually him teaming up with the with the OG bloodline due to him not liking Solo due to the attack of Jay. I like what they did here. I did like what they did here. I love that the new bloodline got a clean victory, which is very surprising. I like that. I enjoyed this. The match overall was all right, but I do enjoy the story that they told after the match. I did enjoy that part though. But overall, the match was all right, but I did like that the new bloodline did pick up the victory. Now we got the women's tag match between Bianca Belair, Jade, Piper, Chelsea, Metaphor, and Damage Control. This match was really, I enjoyed this match. This match was good. It was the tag match that I kind of hate, where you could tag in the other team's partner. I hate that type of tag match because that's just stupid in my opinion. I hate that stipulation. But this match was really good. We already know this match played out exactly how I expected, but overall this was a really good match. Good showing from everyone. Jade Bianca ends up picking up the victory, and I don't think there's really much to really say here. There's no story advancing thing that I really need to say. But overall, this was a really good match. This was a very fun, really fun match, and I enjoyed it. But Jade and Bianca retained their WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Now we get Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. This match was really good. This match really delivered. This match met my expectations. They really show Bronson Reed being that dominant force that just can't be put down, and then they showing Seth being the guy that constantly always gets back up. This match was good. This match played out exactly how I thought it would, because I said in my prediction video that Seth Rollins was going to win this match based on the go home math, and that's exactly what happened. I will say this: they protected Bronson, but not really. Now it took four curve stomps, in order to put Bronson Reed down, which I did like. And even after the 4, he still got back up like very soon after he lost. So it did show Bronson as a dominant force, but it's how he lost and the reasoning why he lost was kind of stupid, because Bronson Reed was dominating Seth Rollins. Then out of nowhere, he decides to get a steel steps to attack him, even though that's going to get him disqualified. That's when Seth Rollins took advantage and didn't do that. I wouldn't mind that if that was a part of Bronson Reed's character, but Bronson Reed has never done that in the match, so I don't understand why now all of a sudden he does that. If that was something he typically does, I wouldn't mind it, but he doesn't do that ever, so it was just weird that he decided to do that. Overall, good match. I do think they probably are gonna run it back because after the match, Bronson Reed was staring down Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins was basically it was responding back saying that you know where to find me whenever if you come after me. They was just going back and forth, so it looks like that they are going to continue the feud, which I'm excited for. Just make sure Bronson Reed wins the next one. He looked good in the first match, even though he lost, but they should have just gave him the victory, but I understand why. So hopefully they probably have another match of Survivor Series, and that's when Bronson Reed gets his victory. But overall, I enjoyed this match. This match was really good, and I can't wait for them to continue this feud. Now we got the first champion versus champion match between Liv Morgan and Nia Jax. I'm not gonna really speak too much on this match. This match was decent. Now I will say this: this match was solid. It was actually pretty good until the interferences happened. Oh my god! So you get Tiffany Stratton. She teaches another cash in, which I expected. She didn't cash in. Raquel ends up stopping her from cashing in. She teased it like 3 times in this match, actually. Then Dominic and Raquel helped Liv Morgan pick up the victory. This match was actually good. Like, the in-ring work was actually pretty solid. But once the interferences happened, it kind of just ruined the match, and it just took away from everything. It just took away from everything. Liv Morgan is the first Crown Jewel Women's Champion. That doesn't really matter, but my prediction came true that Liv Morgan was going to win. I don't really have much to say about this match. Like I said, the in-ring work was fine, but once the interferences happened, which I expected, it just kind of ruined the match and just took away from everything. But overall, it was a decent match. We'll see what's going to happen with the Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton storyline on SmackDown next week. But overall, this was a decent match. Now we get KO versus Randy Orton. And this match never even happened. The match never happened. Before the match even started, Kevin Owens ends up attacking Randy Orton during his entrance when he was in the ring, attacking from the chair. And then this just became a brawl. Back and forth, constant back and forth. Them two are just going crazy. They end up taking out officials. Kevin Owens ended up hitting a stunner on the referee. Then Randy Orton ended up hitting an RKO on Adam Pearce. The managers came. This was just very chaotic. Towards the end of the brawl, though, they're going back and forth. Then it gets to one where they're in the crowd area. KO ends up putting him on the table. He ends up going up some stairs and ends up jumping off the stairs and ends up hitting elbow drop onto the table, onto Randy Orton. This was great. I actually enjoyed it. I actually like what they did here. It's unfortunate we didn't get an actual match, but I like what they did here. It showed both people being complete maniacs, being ruthless, and both people being protected in a good way, where they both ended up, where Kevin Owens technically won, but he couldn't get up either. They was both down for the count. Neither could get up, but Kevin Owens ended up pulling off the last move. So I enjoyed this. This was a good way to protect them. This was very nice. I enjoyed what they did here. I can't wait to see how they continue this feud, continue this rivalry. I'm very interested to see how this continues, because are they going to have another match? Because we all assume that KO would go after Cody Rhodes after Crown Jewel, but I don't know if that's going to happen now with the way it ended. But they could do a thing where they could make this potentially a triple threat match, potentially, with Cody Rhodes getting involved, and then they could do it like that. I don't know, but I'm excited what they did here. I like what they did here. I'm excited to see how this plays out. We get the United States Championship match between LA Knight, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes. This, honestly, is my favorite match of the night. This match was really good, really solid. We expected this match to deliver. It did. It was some very great near falls. Carmelo did his thing. Andrade did his thing. This was great. I will say this. The ending is something I don't kind of like. It was a cool maneuver how they did it. It was an instance where Carmelo was like wrapping his body around Andrade, and in the middle of the LA Knight was able to catch Melo and Andrade while the sequence was happening and hit them both with a BFT. It was a cool sequence. I just don't like that he won off that he was able to BFT both dudes at the same time, then pick up the victory. I don't really like that part, but overall, it was a really fun match. Wonder what they're going to do with LA Knight after this, because like I said, outside of Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, they don't have no one in the mid-card scene. And I don't know what they're going to do after that, so I don't know what the long-term plan is with LA Knight. But overall, this was a really fun match, and I enjoyed it overall. But LA Knight retains the U.S. Championship. Now we get the main event between Cody Rhodes and Gunther. Like I said, don't really have too much to say about this match either. This match was really good. This match was really good, really fun, great moments. Towards the end of the match, you end up getting a sequence where Gunther goes for the I think Cody Rhodes actually ended up going for a top rope dive, if I'm not mistaken. But Gunther catches him, put him in a sleeper hold, but then Cody Rhodes ends up flipping it into a bridge pin, if I'm not mistaken. I may have gotten mixed up, but I know he ended up flipping the sleeper hold into a bridge pin, which allowed Cody Rhodes to pick up the victory. This was a really fun match. This is a very fun, entertaining match. I enjoyed it. Cody Rhodes ends up picking up the victory, becoming your men's crown jewel champion. I think I actually got all my predictions right, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I got all my predictions right outside of Cody Rhodes and Randy because that match never happened. But overall, this was a good paper. This was a good, solid pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what's next. Can't wait to see how they progress some of these stories. I'm interested to see what they do next. But you guys, let me know, how do you feel about Crown Jewel? Let me know your predictions down below. Let me know how you felt about the show overall. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, that's it.